everybody, and welcome to Damn That Pasta Sauce. My name is Simone, and this is George, and this is where we watch movies and television. Well, okay. You don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have like very rudimentary knowledge about like the lawsuits and about like who stole whose idea or something along those lines. Oh God,
you know more than I do. Then I have no clue.
Yeah. How early did you have Facebook? Do you remember what it was like when you first created the account?
I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Like it was like I used it for like a couple years maybe, like not very long. And then all of a sudden it wasn't friends anymore, and it was just like news articles.
Yeah, I've deleted mine for years now because I remember at one point I just thought I barely use it already, and every time I use it, all I see are just people being really angry. Oh. Yeah, it became like a prototype of kind of what Twitter is now, just like angry people.
Oh, yikes.
being mad at things. That's what I remember, and I just went I'm not enjoying this at all. Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of it now, I think.
Yeah. Okay, before we press play, it would be super great if you would like and subscribe.
More people with genius IQs living in China than there are any kind living in the United States. I could sing in an acapella group, but I can't sing.
But I can't sing.
Sometimes not singing in an acapella group is a good thing.
You've seen guys who were crew, right?
No, there are really more people in China with genius IQs in the entire
Phoenix is the most...
Okay, yeah, he just talks at her. He's not
he's not even
her.
listening.
You think the final club that's easiest to get into is the one where I'll have the best chance?
You're obsessed with finals clubs.
Final clubs. Not finals clubs.
Okay. Holy hell, this is so much to begin with.
Yeah.
Why don't you just concentrate on being the best you?
I think you might want to be a little more supportive. You'll be meeting a lot of people you wouldn't normally get to meet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's about to end.
Yeah.
Their relationship.
I'm not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke? The reason we're able to sit here and drink right now is because you used to sleep with the door guy.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I mean it.
I appreciate that, but I have to go.
He doesn't even know what he's apologizing for.
Yeah.
Dating you is like dating a stairmaster.
that's good.
All I meant is that you're not likely to... You don't have to study.
Why do you keep saying I don't have to
Because
study?
you go to BU.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I think we should just be friends.
I don't want friends.
You're gonna go through life thinking that girls don't like you because you're a nerd. It'll be because you're an asshole.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Holy.
That's an amazing way to set up like exactly who he is.
Oh,
I also feel like
I'm
he's
sorry.
got like Asperger's or something.
Wow.
Like that doesn't justify that, but it seems like a bit of both, right? Like he's both kind of unpleasant, but also maybe
Pretty oblivious and self-centered, and only like,
yeah.
That scene was intense. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Yeah, like, because you can be on the spectrum and not be an asshole. You can be an asshole without being on it, but he seems to be both. And he seems to do that thing where, like, someone says something and he's made a logic leap at step number 14.
Yeah.
When the other person is just casually saying something and he's read so much into it that he's already on the defensive, you know?
Okay, Harvard University. I saw Kirkland House. I was like, there's got to be a Costco joke in here somewhere.
It's a long stretch of just music. It's giving us a break from all that dialogue.
The 34B, as in barely anything there.
Wow.
What?
Some of these people have pretty horrendous Facebook pics. I like the idea of comparing two people together. I'm going to have to get all the images from the individual houses that people are in.
What? Okay, so that's like his revenge mad at the world.
Yeah, he basically was like ranting.
Mad at women.
Ranting about her for like, what, 2 hours? Over 2 hours?
Yeah.
I can run an empty search and it returns all the images in the database on a single page. Adams has no security but limits the number of results to 20 a page. You can do an empty search and get links to pages with every student's picture.
Wow, this is so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the busload of women being quote unquote shipped to a house. It's all those people practicing to be future billionaires, I guess, right?
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
And their lifestyles.
You and Eric are split up. It's on your blog.
I need the algorithm used to rank chess players.
Give each girl a base rating of 1,400.
Okay.
Huh.
When any two girls are matched up, there's an expectation of which will win based on their current rating.
It's so weird because, like, I like competence.
Yeah.
You know, in film, but it's also incredibly sinister in this case.
Yeah.
The right? Yes, the right.
There's something really sad about all of this and how like hotornot.com was a thing. Like it's
the contrast, like the cutting back and forth between this party and all those guys in the dorm rooms rating women. It's
These girls. Right or left? Right or left?
Ooh.
This is my roommate. He blogged about you.
Is this yours?
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's bad. That's okay.
Awful lot of traffic.
There's a very unusual amount of traffic to the Switch at Kirkland.
Conference network is about to crash.
Wow.
They're crashing
So much traffic to that site, yeah.
I was reading from the transcript of her deposition.
Why would you even need to depose her?
Oh, they're on opposite sides.
2,200 hits within 2 hours?
1,000.
Okay. I'm assuming that's like in the future, right?
These guys are just freaking fast.
You set up a website where you vote on the hotness of female undergrads.
22,000 page requests. He did it while he was drunk.
Okay.
Cameron Winklevoss.
You're being accused of intentionally breaching security. You're also charged with being in violation of university policy.
I believe I deserve some recognition from this board. I believe I pointed out some pretty gaping holes in your system. If you had known what you were looking for, you would have seen it written on my dorm room window. 6 months academic probation.
The ego is unhinged.
But it's weird because it's like he's got the intellect to back it up. He's just incredibly unlikable.
Yeah.
How do you do this thing where you manage to get all girls to hate us?
Suppose we're given a computer with a 16-bit virtual address. The first few pages are reserved for hardware flags, etc.
He actually looks hurt.
Yeah.
You have tried and failed this class.
One valid bit, one modified bit.
I think he doesn't understand why.
And he looked really, really like hurt.
You got a minute? You guys look like you spent some time at the gym.
Real crew.
Right, it's the club he wants in, right?
So you ever been inside the Porcellian?
No.
All right, we're gonna stay
What is he wearing?
Earmuffs and sunglasses. No big deal. Totally normal.
Sandwich or something? We'll course match.
Gigantic sandwich.
An app for an MP3 player that recognizes your taste in music. Didn't sell it, uploaded it for free.
Hey.
For free. Yeah.
We have something that we've been working on for a while, and we think it's great.
How is that different from MySpace or Friendster?
Harvard.edu. We'd love for you to work with us, Mark.
This could help rehabilitate your image.
Our first programmer graduated and went to work for Google. We would need you to build a site, write the code, and we'll provide all the...
I'm in. It was 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know what I said.
Okay.
I'm currently in the middle of 2 different lawsuits.
Right, yeah, okay, so they're like, he stole our idea, blah, blah, blah.
At a party at Alpha Epsilon Pi. It was Caribbean night.
Caribbean.
It's not that guys like me are generally attracted to Asian girls. They're not Jewish, and they can't dance.
They can't? I guess this is before K-pop became global.
I got punched by the Phoenix. It's probably just a diversity thing. It's just a diversity thing.
Of Niagara Falls, which has absolutely nothing to do with the Caribbean. People came to Face Mash in a stampede, right? Because they saw pictures of girls that they knew. But I'm not talking about a dating site. You would have to know the people on the site to get past your own page.
I told him I thought it sounded great. It was a big project.
We're gonna need a little startup cash to rent the servers and get it online. 30 for you for putting up the $1,000 and for handling everything on the business end. It probably was a diversity thing.
Wow. He just can't accept his friends having...
I could buy Mount Auburn Street, take the Phoenix Club, and turn it into my ping pong room.
Did he mention Tyler Winklevoss?
Yes, he looked at what they had and decided it wasn't worth his time. It really didn't have much to do with the Winklevoss' dating site.
How would you know?
This is so much information.
Yeah.
I was working on a problem set for my systems class. This week has been pretty busy thus far with classes and work.
So he's just full on avoiding them, yeah.
Yikes. I feel like that's... Yeah, he's just gonna get even more and more jealous.
How much more?
I've got 200 more.
I'm in the second cut.
You should be proud of that right there. Don't worry if you don't make it any further.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm so conflicted because I love it when like massive intellectual characters, you know, do their thing, but he's so unlikable.
I have to meet up with my parents.
Yeah, he's just completely avoiding... Oh, that sandwich looks good. But yeah, he's completely avoiding them.
What are the 3 lines? Harvard was founded in 1636, not 1638. Keep your jacket on.
Mr. Zuckerberg registered the domain name.
Wow, okay, so the movie just going full on saying that he basically stole it then.
We'll speak soon?
Do you see any of your code on Facebook?
Sorry, could
Mark, did I use any of your code? If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, have invented Facebook.
I also really like that the legal stuff is just in a room with lawyers and two sides, not like a courtroom cliche, you know?
Do you happen to know she has a boyfriend? People don't walk around with a sign on them that says...
Oh. And that's the idea. Relationship status.
Oh my god. That's funny.
I get surprised by the snow. It's, yeah. What they said earlier, like, how is this different than MySpace or whatever, right? And Friendster. And it's like, yeah, you don't need to be first. You just need to be better than everyone else, i.e. Google.
That looks good. That looks really good. Are you having sex or aren't you? It's why people take certain classes. Is it going live? Right now? You got emails for everybody at the Phoenix?
Not sure if it's gonna be cool them that I...
These guys know people, and I need their emails.
Gotta start somewhere. But it very much feels like he's just using his friend entirely.
The site's live.
You know, let's go get a drink and celebrate.
Is he okay?
I don't think he's like an emotionless robot lizard person, as the internet likes to joke. But like, he obviously cares to a certain degree. I think he's just incredibly unreadable and have difficulty reading everyone else too.
7 different people spam me the same link.
Yeah.
They really did just say it was going to be like Match.com for Harvard students.
It's definitely complicated, yeah. But it depends on how precisely exact, right, it is to their description of the specific unique ideas.
Zuckerberg stole our website. It's been live for more than 36 hours.
You must have a harvard.edu address to register.
Oh.
Like, that's a very specific thing, right?
Yes.
650 students have registered to use the Facebook.com.
I couldn't give free drugs to 650 people in one day. He's going to look at all this, and if he thinks it's appropriate, he'll send a cease and desist letter.
I'm 6'5", 220, and there's 2 of me.
And there's 2 of me. I love it.
The privacy options would help restore his reputation following student outrage.
Yeah, no, this is just straight up stealing from them, yeah.
We're not starting a knife fight in the Crimson, and we're not suing anybody. Because we're gentlemen of Harvard.
And they didn't know it was going to turn into a billion dollar company.
You were aware that my clients had money.
I went to my friend for the money because that's who I wanted to be partners with.
The best friend is suing you.
I didn't know that. Tell me more.
Jesus.
Oof. Yeah. His only friend?
The beginnings of this industry were very humble. I also had to leave room for the users to run their programs.
I'm Christy Lee, the Celis.
She said, Facebook me, and we can all go for a drink.
That's so weird to find out, like, the thing you created became a verb. Like,
time for the website to start generating revenue.
We don't know what it will be. We know that it is cool.
Mark, what is this?
What were their names?
They're saying the Winklevoss twins are saying that you stole their idea.
Yeah, your CFO probably should know.
Yikes.
A guy who built a nice chair doesn't owe money to everyone who ever has built a chair.
That's, yeah.
I went to a 3L at Student Legal Services, and he told me to write them back.
That is tricky when it's just an idea that's not even like really written down. But yeah.
Do you think I deserve your full attention?
I have a legal obligation to say no. You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount.
Holy shit.
Oh god, it's really interesting because they got the idea from his thing.
Sort of. But
like, it spawned from his thing to their thing to his thing.
No, but an inspiration is not theft, whereas someone very specifically described a thing like Harvard emails. It's and then he uses it. That's very different.
It's the sandals, socks and sandals.
Girls are freshening up in there.
That's hilarious.
I saw you from over there. I didn't know you came to this club.
First time.
I don't know if you heard about this new website I launched.
No. Comparing women to farm animals.
I didn't end up doing that.
I bra size and then rated women based on their hotness. Write your snide bullshit from a dark room because that's what the angry do nowadays.
That's gonna light another fire under him to do something else, isn't it?
That was the right thing to do. You apologized, right?
Okay, we are expanding to Yale and Columbia.
Who are the girls? Sorry, they were Christy and Alice. Stanford. It's time for them to see this in Palo Alto.
Like, does he think he got dumped because he's not, like, successful or big enough because of the one row crew comment that she made, like, passively?
I mean, maybe. Hey, don't forget to check out our Patreon for these exclusives, and our merch link is in the description box below. And now back to the movie.
What are you doing?
Checking in to see how it's going in Bosnia.
You must really hate the Winklevosses.
For the first time in their lives, things didn't work out the way they were supposed to for them.
I want an injunction. I want damages. And by the way, he's in violation of Harvard law.
Somewhere in this book, it says you can't steal from another student. I want a meeting with the goddamn president of this school.
Justin Timberlake?
Oh, right.
Your major's French.
Yours?
Mine? I don't have one.
You're not like 15 years old or anything, are you?
No, I'm an entrepreneur.
What was your latest preneur?
Preneur.
Music for free.
Kind of like Napster?
Exactly.
Oh.
Sean Parker founded Napster.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
I just slept with Sean Parker.
You just slept on Sean Parker. There's not a lot of money in free music, even less when you're being sued by everyone who's ever been to the Grammys. There's a snake in here, Amy.
What? I could have been killed.
How?
By running too fast? After you passed out last night, I went on the Facebook.
Sean Parker really has an eye for like early tech. I think he's like an early investor adopter for Spotify as well.
Oh.
I don't know about early, but like, yeah, I think he invested like millions of dollars in it.
Catherine, I've got students in my office now.
We came up with an idea for a website. Zuckerberg stole that idea.
I understand. Punch me in the face. Go ahead.
Oh!
I don't see this as a university issue.
What you just said makes no sense to me at all.
I'm devastated by it.
I like him. I just so don't care.
It's not worthy of Harvard. It's not what Harvard saw in you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Or you could take the Harvard
Wow, I actually feel bad for them in this moment.
Yeah, I can see why they're angry and frustrated for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh.
Broke a 335-year-old doorknob.
No. I had to set up some meetings with potential advertisers. So we're in 29 schools now, with over 75,000 members.
That's Aaron Sorkin's, right?
Okay. I don't think I've ever actually seen his face.
What sound is he making? It's not like a tisk.
They're not gonna card us.
He's 25 minutes late.
He founded Napster when he was 19.
He struck me as kind of a wild card.
I love this like back and forth between like mediation and like what actually happened and stuff.
I'm Sean Parker. How do you do? You must be Eduardo, tuna tartar, and the lobster claws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maximum charisma.
Oh God, I'm hungry.
Who knew? The music industry doesn't have a sense of humor. A psychiatrist would say that he was paranoid. I can't prove it, but I know they tap my phones.
Is it paranoia if you're right about the future?
There'll be payback in case I brought down the record companies with Napster.
It's funny that they got like a musician to play the guy.
Yeah. You want to buy a Tower Records, Eduardo? We got over 75,000 members. Tell me about the strategy you're using. I say it's time to start making money from the Facebook. The Facebook is cool. That's what it's got going for it. Yeah, that's exactly right. You don't even know what the thing is.
That's exactly right.
Wow. Okay.
And that's where you're headed. $1 billion valuation. He owned Mark. After that, then he made his biggest contribution to the company.
That's his biggest contribution, yeah.
You were accused of animal cruelty.
This is another club playing a prank. I had to, for 1 week, carry with me a chicken.
Being connected to torturing animals is probably bad for business.
Dining hall was serving chicken for dinner.
Oh.
I was being accused of forced cannibalism.
Oh my God.
That's kind of funny.
The various animal rights groups. I have to explain this to my father. I'm gonna have to explain this to everybody.
We're gonna need more money, Wardo.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I already found a house for rent on a street 2 blocks from the Stanford campus. I read about you torturing birds. Since when does reading about something...
fish! Eat other fish!
Different species. I love how worked up he is about it. It's pretty funny.
It's so... Okay, what is this?
Every 10th line of code written, they have to drink a shot. Plus, every 3 minutes, they all have to drink a shot.
Jesus.
It's like your Sunday night. The amount of drinking, anyways.
You're right. A more relevant test might be seeing if they can keep a chicken alive. Welcome to Facebook.
$18,000, a total of $19,000.
Checking your math on that.
Oh, what
So
an
condescending.
ass.
But it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I figured, how much could possibly go wrong in 3 months?
Of course he would wear a shirt in the pool.
What does that mean?
It's such a nerdy thing to do.
Oh.
And that... Oh no.
Sean? Mark? Do you live here? Yeah. You came to California? Yeah. Sure?
Oh my God!
This house.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Eduardo didn't come out.
I asked what your plan for the 100 schools by the end of the summer. It's a Victoria's Secret model. That's why she looks familiar to you. You're gonna hand him a business card that says, "I'm CEO, bitch. I'll put you on 2 continents."
He's just so sinister, and he clearly wants to squeeze Eduardo out, right, and take over and like maybe manipulate him. But he's also kind of not wrong though about a lot of his, like a lot of things he said about the $1 billion valuation in the future and don't let go too early kind of thing. I have a weird question off tangent since we're just watching this with music. How did rowing became like the kind of elite school, elite sport?
I don't know. But yeah,
of all
I'm
possible
curious
sports,
too.
why is it this one? Yeah. Like, it's not a knock against the sport. Like, it's obviously incredibly difficult to do and challenging, but why this one specifically? What was the history there?
Yeah. Ooh. They lost.
Yeah. Whatever, I didn't even want that trophy anyways.
Dad, this is Mr. Kenwright, head of the host family.
She and her friends were already talking about the race, which they've just seen by Facebook at Cambridge, and apparently Oxford and the London School of Economics.
Let's take the considerable resources at our disposal and sue him.
It's weird that like we have the witness to convincing because we know they do it eventually.
Let's gut the freaking
there you go.
Saw him today. Manningham, Mitchell.
The sideways controller. Classic. It helps you turn.
Yeah, you go faster if you lean forward. Oh dear.
I'm gonna call you back.
Yikes.
Yeah, you're living in a house he paid for.
Yeah.
How old are they?
You think you know me?
Hey, man. Wait an hour for you at the airport.
You gotta see some of the new stuff we got. Hey, Dustin.
It's not even an apologize.
Jeez.
Why is he setting up meetings?
Do you might want to make an angel investment?
I don't care if he's an actual angel.
I don't care if he's an actual angel.
You want to talk to me alone for a minute? We talked about this on the phone. I quit my first day.
Still, it's nice you have a girlfriend. I'm afraid if you don't come out here, you're gonna get left behind.
What
It's
did you
moving
mean?
fast, and Sean thinks that we.
Sean is not part of this company.
He set up meetings all over town.
He set up other meetings?
Yes.
What did you mean, get left behind?
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'd like to freeze this bank
Oh.
account.
I
Because the
mean,
whole company's running on his money. Yeah, he has every right to do this. But
Holy
also, like, when it was just 2 people deciding, and if 50% of the company at that point doesn't want advertising, then it's not just for the other side to steamroll it either, right? It's they need to meet somewhere in the middle, and both of them just went their own direction without talking to the other, or without the other's consent, rather.
Yeah.
Must be Mark.
We're going to start you off with a $500,000 investment. Who's Eduardo Saverin?
I guess his $30,000 or his bank freeze for $18,000 or whatever doesn't mean much now, right? Because they got $500,000.
When did you get back? 'Cause did you know I sent 47 texts?
I did.
Why does your status say single on your Facebook page?
Oh no!
You didn't change it so you could screw those Silicon Valley sluts.
Open your present. It's a silk scarf.
You froze the account.
I have to get your attention, Mark.
Oh my god, what's she doing? She's setting things on fire.
Oh my God. Oh.
This bitch
God.
is crazy.
Peter Thiel just made an angel investment of $500,000.
What? I'm on my way. Yeah?
We did it.
Well, we still don't know why they're in mediation.
You're going back there already?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This woman is nuts.
Third is an exchange agreement allowing you to exchange the old shares for new shares.
Mark has already taken his percentage from 60 down to 51.
Would you like to use my pen?
Okay, so his contribution is more than just removing the...
Yeah, I guess.
Getting Peter Thiel to invest, yeah.
Were you aware that you were signing your own death certificate?
No, stupid of me not to have my own lawyers look over all of it. He'd already told me that he wouldn't be coming back to school for at least a semester.
You gotta come back. Somewhere around the end of November, early December.
Remember the algorithm on the window at Kirkland?
I need to know
happened?
like what he signed that.
They're gonna beg you to take their money. And you say, Sean Parker says, you.
Did he actually do this? Did Mark Zuckerberg actually do this?
He's in a house coat.
We had to have a business meeting.
Okay.
Did he get fired?
But how though? Like on like.
Oh, his shares are the ones that they're giving away to new investors, isn't it?
Oh, so he signed off that I get 34%, knowing that I'll get less.
New investors
How much were your shares diluted? How much
It's just his that's diluted.
What was your ownership share diluted down to?
0.0.
Holy
Oh my God.
I think we were gonna let you parade around in your ridiculous suits pretending you were running this company?
Sorry! Tell me this isn't about me getting into the Phoenix.
It is, isn't it?
You better lawyer up. I'm coming back for everything.
That sucks.
I hate the Napster guy now. Like, just sitting there being like, oh.
$19,000. I drew it on the account you froze.
I like sitting next to you. It makes me look so tough.
That was a good little.
Yeah.
You didn't have to be that rough on him.
He almost killed it.
These came in for you.
Put him on my desk.
And you're not a hugger.
Different times. 1 million users is like so tiny now for social media. Like we're nowhere near it, but even 1 million subs on YouTube is like a dime a dozen at this point.
Really? Oh my God. It seems like so many to me.
Well, no, it's a lot, but it's common at this point. We're just not there.
Indeed.
How many of them are underage? Because they've pointed it out a few times.
Yeah.
Miss, I need you to button your blouse.
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
They're all underage.
Oh, yeah.
Interns.
Yeah. I bet you miss a Wardo now.
Somebody sent the coke in there because it got in there.
This guy.
Go home, Sean.
Oh, I'm seeing Jesus.
You still own 7% of the company.
Oh.
You want to get something to eat?
I can't. There's emotional testimony. I assume 85% of it is exaggeration.
They're going to settle.
You're going to have to pay a little extra. In the scheme of things, it's a speeding ticket.
That's true.
You're not an asshole, Mark. You're just trying so hard to be.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Still.
indeed. Good God, this poor guy is just so oblivious.
Oh my God, he's just gonna sit there in F5 the whole time?
Cameron and Tyler
65.
Winklevoss received a settlement of $65 million and signed a non-disclosure agreement. Okay.
This is so sad.
It's really, really sad.
No settlement.
Eduardo received an unknown settlement.
Got the credit back. That's important.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That was really, really intense. That's like, I felt like I mean, what she said, what Erica said at the beginning, talking to you was like using a Stairmaster or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what this movie feel like. But like, just with all the words, with so much dialogue.
Oh, man.
And so fast.
Yes. Yeah. So much information. And like, I think I'm on Eduardo's side completely. Like,
oh yeah, no, he's definitely the most
Team Eduardo
wronged.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Eduardo.
Team Eduardo.
It's not Civil War.
Well, what? Great movie.
Yeah. You know what else is great though?
What?
A social trivia network.
Yeah. The social trivia network. Okay. Just, what is it?
Oh, this is so nerdy. Andrew Garfield came into rehearsal with a copy of Economics for Dummies. Inspired by that move, Jesse Eisenberg bought C++ for Dummies. According to Eisenberg, both he and Garfield read the instructions of their books and then put them down. That's how they did for the audition, just the reading instructions.
Oh my God. I really, really like Andrew Garfield. I thought he was so great.
He was really good in this, yeah. But also, Jesse Eisenberg did an amazing job just to be...
Oh, yeah.
Like, to have so much emotion by not emoting. Like, he never at any point, I feel like, didn't do any, like, big emotions, right? Because he was always really stone-faced, but you can feel it in his eyes.
Yeah, there's something... He's got something, this guy.
Thank you. It's a good contribution.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
No, kidding. Mark Zuckerberg originally planned never to see this movie. He ended up taking several of his employees to see it. He later remarked that despite some of the film's inaccuracies, they got his clothing right.
Amazing. That's
such a nerd thing to say. Anything else?
All right. No, that's the wrap on this episode of Cinebinge. Thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Yeah, we'd like to thank our patrons and shout out to Pete Johansson, Pearl Jam, Noah Ortiz, Nico Demas944, Neil, Nathan Jasper, Nate Gavin, Mushroom419, Movie Dan, Mike Adams, Michael Ritter, Matthew S., Louis Wrigley, Lenora, Ken, Evan Schick, JW Fuzzy, Justin Singri, John Swan, Jody McGuffin, Jamunda 33A, Jason James Lee, Jakey Shaky Baggy Boy, Jacob Hyperdrive, and Harold Wright. Thank you all very much.
Thank you guys so much.
All right.